Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Look at my daughter, she's so silly. Her face looks like that because we're just having one of those weeks. We are at the doctor again. Here's the verdict. Michelle just might not should go home to North Carolina. Although I love it. It seems like both times I've been home in North Carolina, I come back and I have ta-ta issues. So today we're at the breast clinic here, and Caroline's already scared because it just says like it's like a cancer center, and I don't mean nothing. That's just where I was referred to be seen. So anyways,
we have other things going on, and then of course
I know Mom's got to show out over here.
It's
so
okay, I cried last night with other things too, so it's all right.
It's been a very emotional week.
It really has.
In our house. We can't do that with you guys because, as always, Michelle's what? Late! I'm actually not late. I'm like right on time, and here I am sitting talking to y'all, and so of course I'm going to be late. But so I've got to go in here, and all we do is, I mean, we know that I have a place in the left one. It's been there, but it did get a little sore. I've noticed something new. Long story short, we're going to get it checked today. That's it.
I will start crying though if they do say anything.
You're already an emotional basket case over here last night. We'll fill you in with that later in this video, but for now we are going to go in here calmly and collectively. You know you're going to have your mask. You got your mask. I ain't even got a mask anymore.
It matches my shirt.
I'm going to have to ask for one at the door. And if I do or could possibly find one, it's probably so grungy.
And the reason why I had this one is because I have to have it for work. Other than that, I'm just like, where's my mask?
I know. So let's mask up. And for all you in the comment section that want to call me out, Michelle, you do wear a mask? Yeah, I guess I got to, because they're not going to let me enter this hospital without one. That's what they call me. Okay, guys. So I just got my ultrasound done. That's the first step before I even see a doctor. Now she's going to go look at the readings, make sure they look good, make sure she don't need new pictures. So we just wait. Okay, guys. We've made it into a room. Yay! An hour into our appointment, we're in a room. That's good. So she took my blood pressure, which was awesome, because I'm awesome. Everything's looking good, so now we're just waiting on a doctor. Point just proven. You guys are going to see in a lot of videos how much I stick up for these nurses and stuff. She just brought Caroline a blanket that's been in the warmer. This is nurses, guys, that take care of you. These are nurses that love you. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I'm back in the car, all smiles. Why, Caroline? Why are we all smiles?
It turned out really good news.
It was good news. She said that it does look like another cyst. So it looks like I'm just growing a bunch of cysts. I was like, oh my gosh, like, why? She's like, there's no rhyme or reason. There's nothing you can or cannot do. They don't even drain them anymore because they just fill back up. So then it's like a guessing game. I'm like, so if I find a new spot, is it the old spot? Is that the new spot? And she's like, yeah, it becomes a guessing game. That's what you want to hear from your doctor. It's a guessing game. So anyways, the guess today is that it's benign and it is fine and she ain't gonna do nothing with it. So yeah, Caroline's little worries can be done. Little worry wart. It was my body, and I didn't even worry about it. So I'm not quite sure why my kids are such worry warts. We are going to head into Target. We're trying to do chick salad. I always get this wrong.
Chicken salad chick.
Chicken salad chick. If you've watched previous vlogs, you know when I come out this way, this is where I like to go. They have the best chicken salad. And so we want to do that, but they don't open until 10:30. Currently it's 9:56. Target's only 7 minutes away, and y'all know I'm in love with Target. Dollar General's right here too, though. That would be fun to look at, because on Christian's channel, if you guys remember, we are working on Christian's channel. I kind of want to do a back to school haul where he does like an ABC thing, and he has to pick each letter, and he has to, yeah, so anyway, so it would be nice just kind of see what Dollar General has. I don't know where we're going to end up at. I'm talking 90 miles an hour, so there we go. And I ain't had coffee. I need coffee.
We have to be on time because I have to be at work at 12.
Yes, and we're on a time limit.
It's like a 40-minute drive from where we live. So
yeah. So we are on time limits today. Just to kind of share with you guys about before, you know, guys, you're going to see videos to come about mandating all these people to get the vaccine. Thank goodness. Fingers crossed, guys. Keep hope for private practices that they're not going to mandate that, so there still will be health care that's... I know, I should.
They might actually mandate.
You think they ain't already thought this through? So hopefully private practices like I just went into today will get to stay vaccine free, or by choice at least.
Because I'm changing my degree because of it. So
We've got a lot, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
We have so much that we could just sit down and talk to you about. We should just sit here and film that video. Things like Caroline last night with all this, and it just it takes a toll. It truly does on other people. It takes a toll. Me, like when she asked me truly my stress level, I'm at a constant 1 or 2. Daily life is
I haven't really
1.
been stressed, but then these last couple of days, I'm just like, it's just one thing after the next. And I'm like okay.
We should do a video.
Then I just had a breakdown because then I was stressed, and then it was just it was a mess.
It was a mess.
He's got merch too.
Oh, and I forgot! Yes! I forgot to tell you guys, I have my first piece of merch up. It is in a link in my last couple videos, definitely a link in this video. You can go check it out. Of course, guys, I am going to stay. You know what? I don't even want to tell you. You know, guys, my niche, what I've known for. So you can only imagine what my merch is. I did make it myself. The saying is from me. It's 100% mine, not influenced by anybody or anyone. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Go check it out. Go onto the link under merch and tell me what, I mean, you know, guys, just tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you want me to make. I have so many ideas that you're going to start seeing for merch that's going to come out. But if you have something that you particularly like, tell me that too. Yeah, so that's good news on our end. I did mean to tell you though. Sorry, I'm just like all over the place. This is what happens when Michelle don't have coffee.
And then she's excited because she had got good news. So
I am excited because I got good news and just a bunch of good things. So the dude at the beginning, I've been a nurse. I'm not gonna call out years, guys, because I'm still in my 20s. I've been a nurse for a while. I go in and out of hospitals, ORs, ERs. I come in contact with people. Your nurses and your doctors are always different from your front staff anyways, but your front staff kind of sets the tone for when a patient walks in. I walked into a cancer center today. Those people usually are they really are. They're just the most kindest people because of what's walking through the door. They know the people that's walking through the door. This guy was so rude. And he stopped and he's like, first of all, how old is she? She's 20. I was like, sir, she's 20. He came off very hostile at me.
He's like, she's really 20?
I mean, honestly, not like a shock like, oh my God, she's 20. She's really 20. I don't have to justify nor anything with you, but yeah, she's 20. And so then he's like, so there's a lady, as I'm standing there with him, he goes, well, you need to check in because you get your stickers that I've been screened. Okay, so they're doing their COVID screening thing of, hey, do you have a temp? You know the routine, guys. And so I step over to the lady and she starts talking to me. Have you had any fevers, chills? He interrupts her and is talking over her. Ma'am, what are you even here for today? I'm here to clean your floors, dude. I mean, or maybe I'm here to like go shopping in this hospital. I'm here for an appointment. But I thought it was so rude. He overspoke this poor little lady that was trying to help me and check me in, which he had told me to do, and I was doing and complying, and then he oversteps her. Poor little sweet lady that was even trying to check me in was probably like, what is going on with this dude? I mean, he was over talking her. She's trying to take care of me, and he was just, well, what are you here for? Well, where are you going to go? And I was like, the lady that is actually helping me is trying to tell me.
I don't know why he cared.
I know, ma'am, you're going to go to the 3rd floor. And he is over here yelling, well, where does she even need to go? And why is she? And I thought, this man should be fired. Guys, there's always going to be those people that are mixed in, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to start seeing it a lot more. I'm going to tell you that you start mandating nurses. If you take away nurses that believe that you have a choice, somebody like me, I believe you have a choice. If you're putting all people that believe the same thing, that you don't have a choice and that you should be mandated to get a shot, well, what's to stop those people? Because there's people like me that's in there that's the nurse that's gonna be like, no, that don't make sense. There's just, we're mixed in. So when you take that away, you're gonna be aligned in healthcare and your service members with that agree 100%. If they tell you to do something, it is no longer your choice. That's terrifying, because it's not going to just be about a shot one day. It's going to be about your health care when you walk in and somebody is approaching you, that you will do it this way. Why? Because you guys chose that. You chose to align healthcare and service members with somebody that is willing to take so many orders, not question, and mandate things on the human public race. Did that even make sense? Anyways, you're agreeing. You want the choice in everything that you do to be able to choose. You want to be able to choose things in your lifetime. And when you start surrounding certain places with a bunch of groups that they're the same in their thinking, that you don't have the right to choose, just like you don't have the right to choose this shot because it benefits them, everything will become to benefit somebody else. It'll never be about you anymore. So pray, guys. I'm good. So that's all good for this video. I think we're going to say goodbye for this video, because we just always, as always, we talk way too much, made it too long. And I guess I will see you in the next. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. Bye.